Alright, so we are playing a DMO wizard, and it's kind of a weird one. The orbs are rotating around you. You also get extra speed whenever you break environmental things, so that's something to kind of watch out for as you run through. Enemies in your slow time bubble will take extra damage from your arcane orbit, as well as your explosive blast. He has chosen to build mostly around explosive blast, so that's going to be your main damage dealer. But by leveraging the passive arcane dynamo, which is after 5 barrier blades, your next thing does an additional 60% damage, your next non-signature spell, we can kind of make our arcane orbit work somewhat as well. So what you want to do is you cast your orb, you get in the middle of enemies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cast your orbit, and then buzzsaw them down. And then cast another one. They don't stack effects, so you want to kind of overlap them as little as possible. This kind of setup here as a Venn diagram tends to work the best. Make sure you're using your teleports whenever you need to get into the middle of density. You can kind of see that movement speed there from breaking that object. Use your teleport to get into the middle of density and blow them up, but also there's a couple key areas in the rift that you want to save your teleport for. Where you don't want to use it. And I'll talk about that in the video, but just as a heads up, on floor number 2, you'll kill a blue elite on some stairs. Right after you kill them, save your teleport because you're going to use it to skip a big chunk of worthless map. And then on floor 4 as well, you're going to use your teleport after killing the 3rd elite pack. You're going to want to save it after the room with the furnace. And you'll see it in the gameplay that I'm about to show you. Alright, so start by numlocking your explosive blast. Please note I am fighting my own time here. This is not the original runner's time that we are fighting. If you cast 5 barrier blades, you can kind of see me doing it there, queuing it up. If you cast the 5 barrier blades before you cast your right click, your arcane orbit, it's going to make your arcane orbit do a lot more damage. And it'll also give you, you know, some extra damage negation if you're doing it on enemies. But that's kind of how you get the power to blow things up here. Because otherwise this build's definitely lacking. Most of your explosion damage is coming from your explosive blast, because that's kind of how they built it. But you can kind of leverage Arcane Dynamo a little bit to get a little extra power. It's still not amazing, but, you know, it's better than nothing. And then there's going to be another elite over here, the blue guy. There will be explosions everywhere between the grotesque and their molten. You might end up proccing. There's also lightning and all kinds of other things, so if you can avoid proccing, it's better, right? Obviously, but unfortunately he does have a fear potion on, which is a really bad life decision in general, unless you are relying on fears for your build for some reason, like a speed build. But he doesn't have anything that gives extra movement speed for fears, so it's just a bad life choice that he made in gearing his character. So be aware of that when you're using your potions. Be kind of careful about how you use them. And we're going to save our teleport now. We're just going to walk, 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 slow walk. Grab the speed pylon, then we're going to teleport. Remember, get your 5 stacks and then cast your arcane orbs. Makes them do considerably more damage. I'm just going to kind of stutter step there to get my arcane orbs up. I have my orbs up and ready for these guys. So I'm going to pop those right away, blow them up as quickly as possible. They are exploding. There's also poison everywhere, so just be a little careful there, but we're going to use our speed pylon to kind of beeline to him and blow him up. Once you have your 5 orbs lined back up, stop and cast them to blow up this big pack of enemies. There's going to be an elite here. We're going to run through those guys to get to the elite. And then we'll come back and kill those guys, because they'll kind of gather up on our bubble for us. Alright, and then we're going to move on to the next floor. This is our money floor. 3, 4, 5. And here we go. moving through all this stuff because we want to get into here. Throw down our stuff, blow him up as quickly as possible. 4, 5, blow. 2 sets of orbs is enough to blow him up usually. If your arcane explosions go off at the right time there, that helps as well. We're going to try to blow up the elite here with our orbs and our arcane explosion. Move through these guys. There is going to be some density issues right here. They're going to stop you from moving across that bridge the way you want to. That's okay though. You just kill them for it. Make them pay. Cast your orbs. Make sure your arcane explosion is hitting as many targets as possible. Move into here. We're going to cast our slow time. Our arcane explosion was timed perfectly there. That was nice. You're basically using your orbs to fill in the areas where your arcane explosion is not going to work. Skip that entire walk around area there. That'll save you a ton of time. Something I did not do on my first playthrough, and you can kind of already see the amount of time it saved me there. Right. And there's going to be another elite right up here that I'm trying to get to. Because he should be able to push the Rift Guardian for me. There we go, jeez. Had a hard time getting to him there. That was a lot of time wasted, unfortunately. That wasn't actually quite enough to push the Rift Guardian, huh? There we go. Where's the Rift Guardian? Where's he at? There he is. This idea, so just spam your orbs, get up to 5, then cast. 2, 3, 4, 5, cast. Make sure the slow time bubble stays on him. 3, 4, 5, and cast. And just kind of blow him up. 3, 4, 5, and cast. And there you go. So that's how you do this rift. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it helps you. If it does, make sure you leave a like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And either way, I want to say thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, YouTubes.